Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. My name's editor Martin Creamer joins me to unpack platinum 3D printing, Tharisa's Chrome project, and fuel cell opportunities. Welcome, Martin.
Hi, Sashni.
Now, South Africa's new Platinum Valley will showcase 3D platinum printing as its first project.
Yes, so they're talking about 3D platinum printing, which is linked to jewelry and platinum jewelry. Platinum jewelry, of course, is always the quickest return on whatever you do, so that's a good place to start. But of course, they want to go right across the spectrum. They've, as a result of some of the activities they've been doing lately, they're getting inquiries quite quickly. So that's an important thing, that people come to them as well as they go to people. They've been to see people in Japan, they've been around the world. Hopefully we'll get something vibrant there. You know, the people in charge are really motivated now. We've been waiting for this Platinum Valley for ages, and they've got a strategy going. The cabinet, I think, will license this at the next meeting, hopefully. We have the background of the state president talking about going the full hog in exploring the opportunities from the hydrogen economy. We see the hydrogen economy flying around the world. I mean, every time you pick up anything related to a specialist publication, you see that there's hydrogen economy in Europe, there's plenty in Japan, and California is going quite vigorously with it. And we even see it in Australia. You know, it'll be terrible if the Australians beat us, because, I mean, we have been way ahead of them. You know, we've got the Hydrogen South Africa strategy. We've got people who know how to get hydrogen from the sun. They're doing it. They've been doing it since 2013. You know, in the NEXA, which is the Nuclear Energy Corporation of South Africa, they've got a fuel cell there. You know, they've been doing this fuel cell work for a long time. South Africa's got a heck of a lot of background, but they're still not champion it. You know, you need someone like a Mark Barnes, who's just left the post office. You know, bring him in here and say, you must champion this whole fragmented business of beneficiating something that we have the biggest store of in the world. You can see that the lithium, and we can see that the battery electric vehicle is street ahead because they had a champion, Elon Musk. He went flying through. He broke the ceiling. He's now opened the way for fuel cell vehicles. You need another champion. You know, I say, get someone in there to pull all the fragmented pieces together and let's move. Because as long ago as 2011, I mean, I sat at the climate change conference, was called COP17 in Durban, and the then CEO of Anglo American, Cynthia Carroll, stood up firmly. She was lobbying like crazy with South Africans, international people, saying there's a window of opportunity now for South Africa. It's wide open to actually move into this fuel cell business vigorously. And she said it will create not tens of thousands of jobs, but hundreds of thousands of jobs if you look across the full spectrum. Now, there were politicians there, you know, they have not acted. You need someone who takes this as a full-time occupation and moves with it. We know what the job situation is here, and we know what opportunities we can get. With the lithium that's used in the battery electric vehicle, you don't even know where you're going to get the lithium. I mean, people have been mining scatteredly all over the world to try and get this lithium. We know where the platinum is going to come from. We know where the skills are going to come from. We've been building skills here, you know, for the last decade in hydrogen. We can do it. So what are they waiting for? I don't know.
And moving on to Chrome, Tharisa Mining has approved a 780 million rand project.
Yes, I'm glad to see that the projects are going ahead again. We had another project go ahead in Botswana Copper. We've got this one now going ahead near Brits. And it's a good one because, you know, it's 780 million, and it starts now and finishes at the end of next year. So it's got a nice scope there to get things going, get an additional 400,000 tons of chrome, but get it from waste. You know, get it from those fines, get it from what miners call tailings. And now they've got their own proprietary technology to do this. And, you know, Tharisa and the Perulis family have been famous for developing technology when it's needed. They're doing it again, and hopefully, you know, you'll see them take up every bit of chrome that's available there to assist in exports and make sure that they also get their platinum up, because they mine platinum group metals as well. They want to get their chrome to about 200,000 tons a year, and the platinum to about 200,000 ounces. So good luck to them. I hope it goes well.
And lastly, South Africa has been urged to take up the opportunities presented by fuel cell and the hydrogen economy.
Yeah, you see, this is what I was saying earlier. The hydrogen economy is popping up all over the place. I mean, and we are in it. We've been in it for a long time, but we're not pursuing it as vigorously as other countries. And you can see that the Department of Trade and Industry is backing enterprises that want to move into special economic zones. Those economic zones in Gauteng also include satellites, because you'll have a satellite at Impala Platinum and Springs that'll be linked with the Gauteng. These companies that are moving into Gauteng, they like being close to the airport, because initially they'll look at export, because the demand is coming from outside because we're so slow. And they want to develop membranes, which were platinum catalyzed membranes and membrane electrode assemblies, MEAs. So they know that there's a platinum vault at the airport. If they're in that zone, they can draw the platinum from there in secure circumstances and process it, bring out the membranes and put them on the plane. And it's a nice position to be in, with a lot of tax incentives, with a lot of particular encouragement, to get things going. All we need to do is see it happen, because some of them are still battling to raise a bit of funding despite all the incentives that you have. That should also be linked to the Platinum Valley. It should be linked to Dubai Trade Port, where there are other people working in rural electrification with platinum fuel cells. So all this needs to be brought together. That's what we're lacking at the moment. The fragmentation is too big, and someone needs to really drive it forward. Because we're sitting here in South Africa going backwards on jobs. We've got 29% unemployment. We've got youth unemployment, which they say is horrific, like 50%. What about doing something quickly for a change? We always seem to do something, but it takes so long, and then it seems to be not particularly vigorous. We need some new vigor.
Thanks for speaking with us, Martin.
Great pleasure, Sashni.
That's it for today. Join us again next week for more news analysis on the local and global mining industries. And don't forget to listen to the audio version of our Mining Weekly daily email newsletter.